I'm not saying Tinubu has done well. He has failed by every standard. He has failed. Now, for these people now calling for unity towards what goal? Unity towards what purpose?
It's a fresh day, fresh headlines, and fresh perspective. Welcome to Newspaper Review on Laveritatv Productions this Tuesday, 2nd June 2026. I'm informer Christian Nigeria. Here are the major headlines making the front pages of today's newspaper. Now the newspapers. On the Daily Sun newspaper this morning, bloodbath in Plateau, Anambra, Kogi, and Niger states. Subheadline: ADC primary. Babashir Lawal resigns, accuses party Atiku of manipulating presidential primaries. On the Punch newspaper, school adoptions, protests in Oyo, Ogun as NUT begins nationwide rally today. And more on this news on page 2 of the Punch newspaper. On the Voice of Liberty newspaper, Bruno Group slams federal government silence over 42 adopted in Ashakira Uba students. Says no life is better than another. Subheadlines: Independent Governance Index. Kaduna emerges among top 3 states. Validates Sani's reforms. And on First Daily newspaper, bloodbath in Kogi as gunmen storms community. Adopt over 30 residents. Subheadline: Gunmen kills 2 police officers in Anambra ambush. And now to international news. On the Arab newspaper, we have thousands flee South Beirut as Israel launches new airstrike. That's all on the newspaper headlines review. This is Laveritatv newspaper review. We'll begin analysis after the break.
This November, greatness takes the field. Welcome to the AKF Football Tournament Season 1, where passion meets purpose and talent meets opportunity. From every corner, champions will rise. Only one team will take home the ultimate prize of 1 million naira cash. Think you've got what it takes? Step onto the pitch in Kaduna State this November 2026 and show the world what you are made of. This is more than football. It's a movement powered by the Adekunle Komolafe Foundation in partnership with Laveritatv Production, giving hope, creating impact, and changing lives. Register now and be part of something big. Support the dream. Donate just 30,000 naira as your participation fee. Hurry as registration closes on 31st of August 2026. AKF Football Tournament, where legends are born and destinies are fulfilled. Are you ready to play?
Welcome back on the show. Good morning, Mr. Wisdom.
Good morning.
How are you doing this morning?
Great.
On the Daily Sun newspaper, ex-Senate President Wabara urges Nigerians to unite against bad leadership.
What newspaper is this?
Daily Sun newspaper.
Daily Sun. That's the old Jews or Carlos newspaper. Finally, they have something reasonable to post. Should unite against bad leadership. They were all part of the system. You see, it's so. How do I frame this so that my message gets, appears the way it should? It is convenient for you to support a system because it favors you. I can tell you for free, the amount of people that are castigating the Tinubu-led administration are doing so, or most of them rather, did not castigate Buhari when he was there. You know why? Because somehow, within that corrupt value chain that Buhari's administration built, they were, they benefited a lot. So, and then here comes Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He came in and then he brought his way of doing things in Lagos. brought it to federal level. And most of them now couldn't find a place to leech onto. And all of a sudden, Nigeria is the worst place because of the testimonies they give. No, that's not. I'm not saying Tinubu has done well. He has failed by every standard. He has failed. Now, for these people now calling for unity towards what goal? Unity towards what purpose? We don't have a vision or an agenda as a nation. We don't have it. The North wants its own, the North has its own agenda, the West has its own, the East has its own, the South has their own agenda, the Middle Belt, their own agenda. How do you build a nation, or how do you unify people that don't want to go in the same direction? It doesn't work. The Hausas or the North feels they are the number one when it comes to ensure they should control everything. It's a very porous mindset. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
It's a very crude way of thinking. The Easterners and the Westerners, they, except for the fact of this Nnamdi Kanu Biafrans movement, although.
Yeah.
Before then, we see the Easterners basically doing everything. The government has not favored the eastern part of Nigeria at any time. And the West has been always in bed with the North. Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
Has always in bed with the North. Just to fuel its own, its own interest. So we all have diverse, agendas in Nigeria. And until we have that unifying factor, that thing that brings us together, we cannot be united. The best thing that can happen right now for the Nigeria we have is for everyone to go their separate ways. And I say it without any apology. Easterners should be where they want to be. Southerners, at worst case scenario, just say Nigeria, North and South. Like the way Korea happened, Northern Korea, North Korea, South Korea. It will work in Nigeria. I think then we can begin to now think for ourselves. But right now, there is nothing that will unify us. But there's nothing.
Still on the Daily Sun newspaper, on the ADC primary, Lawal resigns and accuses party and Atiku of manipulating presidential primary.
Still on the Daily Sun.
Yes.
Well, when Peter Obi left, they thought they were part of the people that called Peter Obi a political prostitute.
Oh.
Yes, they did.
Okay.
That's the truth. They called Peter Obi a political prostitute that runs from here to there.
From party to party.
From party to party. The thing was that the man was smart enough to understand the kind of person Alhaji Atiku Abubakar is. Atiku Abubakar is a problem. When Goodluck Ebele Jonathan was the president of Nigeria, every political titan we knew in Nigeria came together and said, we must take power from the PDP. Atiku joined them. Saraki was there. Rotimi Amici was there. Nasiru El-Rufai was there. Buhari was there. A lot of them came together and they picked a candidate and said, you know what, Muhammadu Buhari, go and represent us, champion this move. They all kept their ambitions aside.
Yeah.
And guess what happened? Goodluck lost. Because these guys, they sacrificed their ambitions, sacrificed everything they would benefit.
Yeah.
Most of them left the PDP.
And they gave him all their resources.
They gave him all their resources, all their support.
Yeah.
And stood by him. Even if Goodluck has used his executive power as president to annul that election, most of them would have, they would have gone under the bus. But at least they came together for something. When it's now APC's turn. A lot of things. Atiku would not have left APC if he was guaranteed the
ticket.
The ticket. He would not have left APC to go back to PDP and then leaving the PDP. He screwed the PDP over, messed it up, left it in shambles by messing up with Wike, who did a good job. Wike built the PDP when these guys deserted it. Built it from scratch. Was having holding meetings here and there, bringing people on board. And then left. And then it's not time for him now to reap the fruits of his labor. Yes. You now came in and said, you can deliver the North. Nike does not have structure in the North. And then you and Tambuwal, Tambuwal snitched on the agreements that they all had. Yes, Nike must be unstable at times, but that fine line that was crossed destroyed the PDP. And the next thing, we are seeing it in ADC. Atiku never learns. That's the truth. And I'm happy Peter Obi left and Konkoso. I'm happy they left. Babaki and Lawal and Co that are crying foul play. Sorry, it's too late. Amechi too is crying. Sorry, it's too late. Guess what? Atiku will still lose the election. It's guaranteed he will lose.
Well, let's leave that for the election.
All right.
Thank you very much, Mr. West, for coming
You're
on the
welcome.
show today.
You got what it takes to do it. You got what it takes to do it now. You can make it, you can make it. You can make it, you can make it.
Forget what you're going through. Focus on where you're going to. Forget the numbers of times you fall. Look up and you can get up. Foes want you down. Father wants you up. Full of your dream and you gon' make it. Cause life is what you make it, my brother, and we gon' make it. My sister, you a diamond, they can never ever break you. Look up to the sky, let the most high elevate you. Flip your
And that's where we draw the curtain on today's newspaper review on Laveritatv. For inquiries, updates, sponsorship, and advert placement, call the numbers provided on your screen. Follow us on all our social media platforms for more episodes of the AKF quiz competition and other exciting programs. I'm Informer Christian today. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful Tuesday. Join us again tomorrow for more updates.